Did she leave? Really? Well, okay, well, this is actually not a terrible thing because this is sort of where digital learning in the elementary library and computer program kind of jets off because, quite frankly, sometimes you can't be where you need to be because you're at a meeting, because you're sick, because there's horrible weather, could be anything. And quite frankly, you kind of need to be able to have the show go on, as they say. So, a lot of what I do in my class so that education can still continue is record myself and make screencasts where I'm modeling for the students any of the lessons that I'm doing, and also having it on their classroom page so that they can refer back to it or have it introduced and played by the sub, which is great because that kind of takes care of me writing out lesson plans and hoping they're being interpreted correctly. So not such a terrible, horrible thing. So really a good place to start. This begins in the elementary library computer program. This is a virtual classroom that is offered through Google. This is the teacher page. So as you can see, I have all of my classes set up in here. And through this, I can do a lot of really great things. And create an announcement. This first page is called the stream. The stream is more like a blog. So myself and the students can talk back and forth to each other, make any announcements. Students ask each other questions about certain assignments. So this is a really good thing. I just welcome to the class. So I can also assign work. And this allows me to describe the assignment. This is due Tuesday. I can change the due date. I can add a file from my hard drive. I can add a file from Drive, Google Drive, which is great because with this, I can go in and push out pathfinders that the students will need for their projects, for their research, and I can set it where the students can just view it. The students can edit one file, or I can make a copy that gets pushed out to each student, and then they are able to do their own research. I can add a YouTube link. Say I make a video for them that I want them to watch, maybe tutorials on how to use certain web tools, and then I can also add any digital resources. Say like WorldBook, which is a good database for my kids, and then I can assign it. Once that has been assigned, that opens up a lot of other information. It can tell me who's done, can tell me who's not done. When I click into this, I can change the point value of the project, what the grade will be. And through here, when a student turns work in, I can click on their work and I can then also send a little private note. Where is your work? Now, this is the student view. And what they can do, you can see I've just had a new thing. It's instantaneous because it's a web-based program. So anytime something is added, it just automatically goes into the stream. Students would click on the main title of their assignment, and they would get their Pathfinder, which they can then open up and begin editing. So this is actually a really great thing. It's web-based. It saves automatically, so you never have to file save. My artist's name is Vermeer. Now, this allows them to turn it in, write comments, and if I go in here, just let's say I turn it in to myself. Once it's been turned in, I get notification of it. See, automatically turned from not done to done. I can click in here, click the title, and look here. I can open up the work, and I can, in real time, edit anything that's being done in the student's work. So if I want to leave comments once I have been doing checking over their work, I can highlight something that I want the student to be aware of, click on comments, and then type what is his full name, and then comment. And when I turn that back to the student, check off, return it, and then the student will have my comment in there. When they open up their document again, there's my comment. I can either type something back, oops, can change it, and then I can resolve it as the student. So that is Classroom. This allows me to do things paperlessly. I can access from anywhere on the internet, which is extremely helpful. The students, heaven forbid that they accidentally deleted something, it's not a problem. They can retrieve things just by clicking File and see Revision History. Along the right-hand side, it shows you how often the student has accessed the document and who else has accessed it if I've checked it once they've turned it in. You can show more detailed revisions, and then it'll show you right there, okay, it was crossed out this time, but then here it was fine, and I can just restore that version, and boom, no more worrying about working and working and working and all of your work getting lost. So this is a really terrific tool. I could not live without it. It makes my life a lot easier, and it's something that I can check anywhere that I can access the web. Now, once the students are completed with their work, with their research, that's when we get to do some fun projects using a lot of web tools. So this is my website, which you will see is listed on my bookmarks, which you have. And just so you get an idea of some of the things that we've been doing in class, third grade is currently working on creating travel posters in a web tool called ThingLink. And ThingLink offers you the chance to have tags on a picture, and then when you hover over it, it gives you information. You can also add a picture. So that's what the third graders are working on now. They've just completed their research on a planet in the solar system. Fourth grade just completed an All About Me project, which is basically creating something through this website called Museum Box, where they are digitally curating their lives. And they had to come up with about their past, and there's a cube in each one of these. Their present, and their future, where they see themselves going and what they see themselves doing 15 years into the future. So this was a really terrific project for the fourth grade. Fifth grade just completed this project on artist biographies, which is going to culminate in a trip to the Museum of Modern Art in May. And I love this because they got to put their own voices in there.
My artist name is Frida Kahlo. She was born July 6, 1907, and she died July 13, 1854. She was 47 when she died. Frida was born in Tosican, Mexico.
And then you have pictures, paintings that the artist created, a little slideshow that they found in YouTube, and also information about the artist, important events, important people, style of art, world of their artist. So that was really terrific. Sixth grade started the year creating web tutorials. They used something called Screencast-O-Matic, which recorded them as they walk you through. They basically modeled how to do different things with 3 different web tools: Blogster, Museum Box, and BOE, which is where you can create your own avatars. And so when they did this, they made a slide presentation, and then they had to do certain things. They had to describe the tool. They had to tell you how to log into the site, and then also create little videos, how to create a new project. And then again, for each thing, they wrote out what it was, and then they created a video telling you how to do it, about a 1 to 2 minute video. So this one.
Hello, this is Jack from you're recording for my dining room. I'm on Luke Arouse's account, and Chuck is also here working with me. Well, today I'm going to show you how to create the new blog. So you log into your account, which you know pretty much how to do already. Then you go to create new blog, you click on it, and here it is right here. You could choose what you want, and I'll just do vertical. Hit start creating. Let it load. And there you are. You can delete all this and start your new blogs from scratch, and that is how you do it. Peace out, dog.
And they had a lot of fun with that. They also revisited 6th grade Screencast-O-Matic when they created some vocabulary. They read a text by the Greek historian Herodotus, and they had to pick out 5 words that were unfamiliar. They had to define them, and then they had to create a slideshow with the word, the definition, and a picture that shows what the word means. So this is just an example of one of those.
Herodotus text vocabulary. The blaster, to cover over something. Inferior, lower in rank, status, or quality. Schooling in inner city areas was inferior to that in the rest of the country. Ethiopian, a native or inhabitant of Ethiopia, or a person of Ethiopian descent. Frankincense, an aromatic gum resin obtained from an African tree and burned into incense. Magnificence, the quality of being magnificent. That's it. Bye.
Very impressive, and they did a wonderful job. So basically, this is what we do. This is what happens in library and computers. And we use a lot of different web tools to present any research that we've done in class. And the students really do enjoy it. And going forward, this is going to be a huge boon for not just the elementary, but also the high school. So thank you for listening. Oh, no, I got it. It's fine. I just introduced it, so you're okay. No worries. You're welcome. Good night, Petra.